I'm Sebastian, and this is from Mrs. Mann's class, and I'm reading A Drop of Blood by Paul Showers. There is blood everywhere inside your body. When you cut yourself, you make a hole in your skin. Blood leaks out through the hole. If the cut is small, it soon stops bleeding. There's blood in your arms and your legs. There's blood in your finger and your toes. And once in a while, when a game gets too rough, you'll find that there's blood in your nose. You don't have to cut yourself or bump yourself to see. Find out where the blood is. You can see it where it is. Go into the bathroom tonight and shut the door. Turn on the flashlight in the dark. Hold your fingers over the light. What color are they? Look in the mirror in the dark. Hold the flashlight behind your ear. What color is your ear? Shine the flashlight in your mouth. What color are your cheeks? The blood in your fingers and your ear and your cheeks make them look red. Blood is red because it's full of tiny red cells that float in watery fluid called plasma. The red cells are very tiny. There are hundreds and thousands and millions of them in a single drop of blood. Red cells are too small to see with your eye. You have to look on them under a microscope. Then the red cells look like these, round and flat, thin in the middle, and thick around the edge. Something like a tiny donut without any holes. The blood is always moving inside your body. Your heart pumps it and keeps it moving. It moves through little tubes and keeps moving through the little tubes in your blood vessels. It moves out to the tips of your fingers. It moves to your head down to your toes. The red cells carry oxygen. Oxygen is part of the air you breathe. You cannot see oxygen, but you cannot live without it. Your body has to have oxygen every minute you breathe. Oxygen is in your lungs. The red cells in your blood take the oxygen from your lungs. Red cells carry the oxygen to every part of your body. They carry oxygen to your muscles, to your bones, to your brain, to your stomach, to your intestines. Brain, muscle, bone, heart, lungs, stomach, intestines. When your body needs food as well as oxygen, when you eat the food, it goes down to your stomach and your intestines. The food changes into a fluid. The fluid moves from your intestines to your blood. You cannot see the food anymore, even under a microscope, but it is in your blood. Your blood takes the food and oxygen to every part of your body. It takes the food to your bones to make them grow, your muscles to make them strong, to your fingers and your toes, to even your brain. There are white cells in your blood too. They are bigger than red cells. Your blood has fewer white cells than red cells, but there are thousands of white cells in one drop of blood. White cells protect you against disease germs, and white cells wrap itself around a germ and it eats it up. Then the germ cannot harm you. Some things in your blood are smaller than white cells, even are smaller than the red cells. They have no color. Platelets, when you cut the skin, blood runs out to the platelets, gather around the cut. They form a plug that helps stop the bleeding. Platelets pour in through the blood vessels to plug the cut. Next, the blood begins to clot. Tiny threads called fibrin form in the plasma. The fibrin thread makes a net across the cut. Soon, red cells and white cells are caught in the net. Soon the net becomes thick and red and white and cells are clot. As soon as the cannot flow through the clot, the bleeding stops. The clot hardens and becomes a scab. Later, new skin will grow under the scab to close the cut. Fibrin net starts to form. Scab forms. Little people do not need much blood. Kathy's 1 year old. She weighs 24 pounds. She has about 1.5 pints of blood in her body. That is less than 1 quart. Big people need more blood. Russell is 11 years old. He weighs 88 pounds. He has about 5.5 pints of blood in his body. That is a little less than 3 quarts. An adult who is 6 feet tall and weighs 180 pounds has about 11 points of blood. Red cells do not last forever. They wear out. White cells and platelets wear out too. But your body makes new red and white cells and the new platelets every day. When you cut yourself, you lose some blood, you lose red cells and white, you lose platelets, but it doesn't matter. Your body has plenty of new ones to take their place. It keeps making new ones all the time. Relax, Rover, it's no big deal. Sometimes I cut my finger, sometimes I scrape my knee, sometimes a drop of blood comes dripping out of me. That means I lose some platelets, some white cells, and some red. I lose them by the millions in every drop I shed, but I don't get all excited about my bleeding skin. For all the blood that oozes out, there's plenty more that's in. This book is a drop of blood, and it said there's platelets, there's red and white cells. The white cells chase the bad bacteria, and it eats it up, and it digests it. And then the red cells, they're in the blood, and they carry oxygen all over the body. And they carry, and then the food makes you stronger, and it goes to your bones to make your bones grow. And then it said there's 2 songs, and it says there's always the songs say there's always new platelets and red and white cells, and you lose them by the millions in every drop you shed. And then it said there new every time red and white and red, white, and platelets. If you lose them, there's more to take over. Bye.